Well, what about this Lance Armstrong thing, eh? He's finally decided to throw in the towel. What did he say? There comes a time in a man's life when he has to say enough is enough. Well, you know, it's difficult to decide which where the truth is, but they say there's no smoke without fire, don't they? And I don't know, that the old anti-doping chief, old John Fay, or however you pronounce his name, I think he's a bit strong in saying that he kind of makes him culpable by giving up the fight. Sort of automatically means that he must be guilty, or that was the kind of implication that he was putting forward. I'm not sure that that's true. I mean, the bloke he's been through a lot, and it changes people's, I mean, most people would sit there and say 7, titles. No one's going to give up 7 titles without a fight, but I don't know, he's been through a lot with that testicular cancer, and it spread everywhere, and he had to have brain surgery and chemotherapy, and that's a while ago, I know now, but it does put a whole different aspect on your life, and it makes you value things very differently, and it certainly makes you value confrontation and all that kind of stuff in a different light, I think, personally, from the, I've had small experience of that sort of thing, not cancer, but the same sort of idea of a kind of life-changing type of moment, and it does make you look at life differently, and confrontation and hassle and all those kind of things, and is it actually worth it in the long run? But the other side of the coin is that they do say that there was 10 of his fellow cyclists. Now, whether they were 10 of his team, and I think he did say 10 of his teammates, not just 10 other competitors. I mean, you could understand it was 10 other competitors, although they want to stab him in the back, but 10 of his own teammates that were getting ready to testify against him. It's that, dear. That does tend to, and I have a bit of an open mind on it, but it does tend to sway my thought that there's got to be something there. And at the end of the day as well, even if he does feel that there are other more important things in life, he's not exactly poor, and it's not as though he's got to stand up there in court personally and pore over all the papers personally and go through all of the fine minutiae personally. He's just going to employ lawyers to do it, isn't he? So then it's also, you think, well, it's a difficult one, but whatever your thoughts are on it, I'd be very happy to hear them. Don't forget to put your comments down the bottom down there. Let's get a bit of a discussion going on whether we think Lance is guilty or not guilty from his own actions. I mean, certainly the anti-doping agency and the press seem to have made him guilty by implication of his actions. But what do you think? Let's hear from you. Ta-ra.